I'm here at Ben Pauling's, high on the hill outside Bolton on the water, or Bolton underwater in recent weeks. Ben, the run up to Cheltenham, very vexing, trying time, because you were for years with Nicky Henderson, and I think that was in the days when he did kind of go bonkers for the sort of 3 weeks before the meeting. Did he really get very stressed?
I think, you know, I was there in a time when we had some fantastically nice horses and a huge team. I think we had 40 runners there one year, and I think anyone preparing that number of horses is going to come across pretty bonkers at times. We had a fair few ups and downs, but it was all in all very good, and
it never lasts more than a couple of minutes with
no,
Nicky.
it didn't. The best thing was it was forgotten within a very short amount of time.
Vesuvius back to serenity in 5 seconds flat.
Exactly.
Now, you're going this year with what I call a small but select team. Last year it was all about Barters Hill. How hard was that when he was beat? Because he was the apple of your eye and the flag bearer of the yard.
Yeah, no, it's never easy when, you know, in and not just our eyes, but a lot of people's eyes, he was a banker. And rightly so, going in, he was unbeaten in 7 runs, and I suppose I knew the writing was on the wall 4 days before, or 3 days before, when I unfortunately came out not quite right. And rightly or wrongly, we did everything in our power to get him there. He got there, and
you had to.
Yeah, you did, and he went out fighting. You know, beaten 4 lengths by, you know what I mean, Harry. It's not the worst form in the world that anyone's ever come across, is it?
And he's here, obviously getting bored to death in his box, but he's coming round all right.
Exactly. I wouldn't let him out of my sight. He's now, I mean, as far as he's going, it's all going well.
Yeah.
It's too early to tell. He's sound. He's back on the walker 45 minutes twice a day.
I need to do that, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. Lose a bit of condition, but he's actually taking it very well. The best thing for him is the fact that he's got a fantastic attitude to life. He's a very laid-back character. So if any
he's
horses,
a bit thick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the best races horses are quite often are thick. You know. Now
it's Wednesday today, so this time next week, Highbridge will have run in the Supreme. Yeah. What are the feelings for him?
We're quite excited. I mean, he's done nothing wrong. He's won his 3 races. He hasn't really had a race. Alex has given him, 3 great rides, and I'm thrilled for Al that it's gone so well. Cheltenham's a different kettle of fish, but as far as I can work out, a strong 2 miles is what he wants, and he did a piece of work yesterday that was pretty special. So
well, that's kind of good. And it's all about position in that race, isn't it? The Supreme. You've got to be exactly where you need to be.
I think so, and I will simply give Alex some instructions. The easy instructions of it's only a Supreme, nice and handy, but not making it, and a bit of room, and make sure he jumps the first few nicely, and then get into a rhythm. But I think he's got the calibre to certainly come down the hill with a chance.
And the last major piece of work was clearly encouraging.
Yeah, very. I took all my Cheltenham horses to Lambourne yesterday for a bit of an away day, and he did a stonking piece of work.
Stonking we like. We like. Now, a Hare Breath, where's he going to go?
He goes Arkle.
He does, right.
Yeah.
And you've been saying there have been some insulting prices around for him.
Yeah, massively. I mean, he obviously likes Cheltenham a lot. He's never run badly there. He won a decent handicap. Then he was 4th.
A famous local gamble.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
And this was a time where you kept taking him back to Nicky's to check he really did work as well as he thought he had.
That was quite funny. It was the first horse I'd even considered taking back to Nicky's, and I wasn't going to take a slouch,
That's why I didn't go, I suppose. Yeah.
But he's in rocket form. He won a decent race at Bangor. Nothing went right at Doncaster in the fact of the tactics of the race. Maracuja, who's normally a tear away, didn't go a gallop, and then stopped very quickly that day, and we were left in front 6 out, and we were ended up being a sitting duck for 2 came by. We only got beaten 4 lengths that day, and the horse that beat him, the race obviously was much more suited to them, as sort of 16 and 20 to 1. So. And
he's a very talented horse. Clearly he's what they call fragile. I mean, he doesn't run a lot.
No, he was very fragile in his early days. I've been very lucky, touch wood, in the fact that since he's been with us, he hasn't actually had anything wrong with him. But
despite your best efforts.
Yeah, exactly. We do our best to keep him on the straight and narrow. It doesn't always work, but he is in good form. He's jumped well in his 2 starts. It's a big ask. Arkle off 2 runs in over fences, but he is 9. If we don't go now, we're never going to go.
And the old governor won't ever speak to you again.
No, well, look, that horse, as far as I'm concerned, is the banker of the meeting. I mean, ahead of Duvan. I think he holds far too many guns for all of us, and so everyone else that runs in the Arkle is realistically running for second.
So there's no pressure, actually.
Absolutely none. And Valder Embirokos, who's a fantastic owner, been in it a very long time. You know, been through the days of Aldeniti and all the rest of it. She just knows what it's about, and she knows what we're going there to do. And I just feel a strongly run race, we can take our time, and we've actually got Dickie Johnson booked because Nico obviously rides Altior and Bassi will ride Charbel, and Charbel wants every yard of 2, so he'll go and make it a test, and we can hopefully bide our time and hopefully come and grab something towards the end. And
Willoughby Court seems to be entered up everywhere. What's the target?
Neptune.
Decision,
Neptune at the moment. I mean, I see the forecast this week is a lot of rain, and then next week we're going to be shrouded in sunshine, which is lovely for the week.
And it dries out like a wrung sponge.
It does. But I think we'll have softer ground towards the Wednesday, and that'll probably be more suited than quicker ground towards the end of the week. And I also think the Albert Bartlett's bloody hot. I mean, Death Duty of Gordon Edwards would be a horse I'd be very strong on.
And Willoughby Court pleased you in the last week? Because it's all about timing this meeting, and bringing them to the pitch.
Yeah, he's a horse that took a huge amount of settling in his early days. He was always living on the edge. And
don't tell me now he does nothing.
Well, he's certainly a lot easier to train this year, but he came out of the Warwick race, which I think was mighty impressive, and as good a piece of form as anyone's got going to the Neptune. He came out brilliantly, and I've just sort of done very little with him until 10 days, 2 weeks ago, and ramped it up. He had to work with a Hare Breath and hybrids yesterday, and that was it's
been a serious piece of work.
And they're 2 milers, and so understandably through the middle piece he was having to really go at him, but he soon caught, he was well with them at the end, and his jumping is his forte. He's fast and accurate, and that's the horse that I'm possibly looking to at the moment for our most likely success.
Thank you very much, Ben.
All right, thank you.